you doing?
Yeah! Yeah! It's about that time, Ignacio.
We are right on time.
Holes need to be filled. These other jammers can't even keep their holes closed for a week. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? As always, let's say hello to the chat.
Hey, James.
James, how
are you? Oh, no, we should pretend as if we never saw each other before in the backstage. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hi. How are you doing, Ignacio?
What's up?
We weren't having deep conversation about love and life prior to hitting
No.
the button. Not at all. It's funny that you say that because there's always that thing where you see a TV show, a reality TV show, but they film the welcomes or the entrances as if they were just getting there.
Or the interviews about what is going on exactly in that moment, they record it afterwards. So, no, because when I'm doing this now, I'm thinking, dude, it already happened. You already know what happened.
All right, so we're 1 minute and 45 seconds in, and already holes are being filled. Reality show holes have been filled already.
Exactly.
So, let's say what's up to Mark. How are you?
Hi, Mark.
This guy right here.
Leza.
And we'll discuss one of the things that happened this week. Panda had his first Whatnot last night, and it was a success. But there were a couple of books that I wanted, but this guy was bidding on them.
Oh fuck!
So yeah, when this guy bids on them, he's like a fucking maniac. So I decided to lay off. I'll pay eBay price.
Yeah, because if you don't lay off, he spends more money, and it's
no. And I already know that he's walking back and forth. Put it on the pot. Put it on the pot. Hardest working man.
Oh no! I think this change and is. Oh no! He put a station. What up, Travis? Wasn't it Snoochie Boochies now?
Oh yeah, I've seen that too. He'll do that when he sees comic books that he wants or that he's got. But
okay. It's another. It's okay.
There was a
new lexicon.
There was a new dynamic in there. Hashtag Link Squad North. Hey Marty, how are you? Big shout out to this guy. Jonathan stepped up big time. He bought a few books last week that all the proceeds went to benefit Mark's LCS, the Augusta Book Exchange, after some bastards vandalized them. It's probably this guy because Brooklyn people just like to steal stuff.
No, he's a savior. DJ Links is the savior of LCSs. Remember what he did for Berg?
And that's a little thing going on in our chat. Yes, you're right. He's a savior. Now this guy, listen, Justin got it. He got a new haircut, and boy, that dude looks fly. I mean, see,
dude, whatever haircut anyone gets looks flyer than us.
Yeah, I forgot what the fuck that's all about. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, that's why we have. I think that's why we have beards. That's why it was such a shock when you shave yours, because, I mean, and it came out perfectly balanced, like all things should be.
That's, and I want to get to that too because I wonder. You see how this side is a little more uneven than this side, and this kind of caused me shaving it. So I'm trying to trim and work this side out so it is perfectly balanced, but it's tough. It's hard.
Once I made a mistake while shaving. Once I made it, everything goes.
Yeah, it's weird how that works too, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's uneven. Well, let's make it all even.
And even then, and your hair doesn't grow symmetrically.
No,
while I do have a good beard, I think, and it needs to be trimmed now. It'll grow in different spots, different ways. So,
yeah, of course. No one is like Denzel Washington. He's almost symmetrical
And I think that's the underlying aspect why people think people are beautiful. Is there symmetry?
Yeah, symmetry. It's in nature. It's not conscious. It's unconscious. It's primal.
You know, I think
Primordial.
primordial. I stopped reading after issue 1. I
I
think
read a couple more.
we're almost 6 minutes in, and there have been at least 3 holes filled. So if we're averaging 2 a minute,
Dude, we're machines.
man, we're hole filling machines. So speaking of which, I mean, it's been a month we've been together. I mean, we've been together longer than that, but I think we've been married.
Yeah, we have been linked. Oh no, DJ Link is going to claim that. No.
Yeah, and you know, you can't even say stick around. We're kind of feeling like you owe him money.
Is Hilary Swank hot? Depends on the movie.
Right. See, and this goes back to the old Office argument.
Yeah. It depends on the movie or how horny you are.
That's another facet. That's good. I think she's beautiful. No, I think she's good looking. She's got too square of a jaw for me. But
I don't care about the jaw. I mean her features are very beautiful, but maybe in some roles she's or either too thin or the body has an extreme to it that it's too much.
Yeah, and I don't think she's got a really hot body either. You know, because
no.
Jennifer Garner, I would say, has a square jaw also.
Yeah.
But her body is
smoking.
Amazing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you draw the line just like this. So we were saying we've been together a month, filling holes. It's been a good time. I've always, since day one, I've on that whack comic stream, I've enjoyed chatting with you. You're a different kind of guy. You're a very lovable guy.
Thank you. You are too. But well, I think one of the things that made me want to do this is because I wanted to know more about you, and I want the community to know more about you. In regards, after that conversation we had the first time we talked, basically, you and Ryan in the backstage of that live.
And you talk about feeling like a small fucking fish in a big pond with those two intellects in one chat room. I was like, but am I that much of a mystery? I mean, yeah, I guess I do have a hard time myself.
I mean, there's parts of us that we don't usually or easily let out, you know? And despite the fact that we both are very openly emotional guys, softies, we still keep things behind walls. And maybe those things are stupid things, like what brought us to The Crow, for example. And I think that's pretty interesting to know for me and for the community. And that's a thing that if it wasn't for this show, maybe people wouldn't be able to find out. Hey, what are you doing there, Cole?
That's what I'm saying.
Weren't you going to show up to unbalance our balance?
We need somebody to help complete. Oh, man. Okay, so let me preface this. Our next guest has obviously gotten a taste of 2 nerd dads and can't get enough. So he needs more. He is one of the top 3 voices in YouTube, but I will not disclose which one he is. And he had nothing better to do today. Cole.
I'm not a crook.
Hey, Papi Cole.
I've been painting a room, and then I was like, I'm going to come in painting a room, and then I thought you guys would be mad at me if I was.
No, I was kind of expecting the low angle phone camera and you
on the floor
the room.
Just yelling.
Yeah.
got new
like the
stickers
thing
today.
Kyla. Oh, that's a lot of stickers.
Well, there's this site called Sticky Brand, and you can get 300 stickers for $50. So I figured that's like a better deal than any other sticker deal I've ever heard of.
I mean, I'm paying $1 a piece for mine.
It's even better than a friend price.
Yeah.
Best friends with benefits.
Well,
I'm glad.
Take it there.
I'm glad he didn't come on painting, because the last guy who painted on my stream fell, and there's an incredible YouTube meme about
No, please.
I don't have it cut.
Everyone, how come you don't have a cut, dude? Everyone has it cut.
Louis took that, and I was just like, I'll just leave it alone. I don't want to make. I mean, that's one of those things. It's
Drac has a cut. Wack has a cut.
Easily found. Yeah, but you're told. Look at the three people.
You need to stop giving content away.
We need the Nick's Kicks and Comics cut.
Yeah,
like the Snyder cut.
Well, Nick did the cut live. He went on to the feed of the video live during the. I mean, how much time was after it happened? Like 1 minute? What happened?
Because it was like
he fell. Let's review the footage.
Bert, did you fall?
Ah!
I think we both made the noise.
Hey, but you know,
oh, please tell me Berg is in the chat.
I think I promised Berg on that stream that I would never show it again, and I'm a man of my word.
Well, you at least mentioned it, so now you might as well start showing it.
I love that part of Berg where he embraces the silliness, the human side, because he tends to be too serious.
He did fall on a screw, actually.
It depends on what stream he is. I mean, I can understand too. If he's on his own stream, he has people that I think he works with, and teachers have this whole buttoned.
Yeah.
But anything goes on everybody, especially if Panda makes any kind of comment. It's pretty funny. His response is to Panda. But
yeah,
it's
I
more,
heard him.
You know, Panda's response to that, because Panda will crack up. That makes me laugh every time. Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, and I have to agree, because that last one, I think the last Burke moment was K. Titus winning the.
Did he ever even send it to K. Titus? I think K. Titus okayed it to somebody else.
Okayed it, yeah.
I think it worked out that way,
but that's like everyone on like Whatnot, when you can kind of like tell that they're visibly dying when they're selling books for like cheaper than they paid for them.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I don't understand. What's with this Whatnot thing that you end up selling books cheaper?
I mean, the benefit is that you can sell them as quick as possible, and you're moving like 30 to 40 books in the course of an hour. Whereas if you put them on eBay, you're waiting a course of maybe years, maybe they never sell, maybe they do sell. So I think you just need to know what you're putting up there and know your audience of people if you want to make it work the best for you.
You know, and it's weird, because with Whatnot, you'll sell them quickly. The money will be processed quickly, but you don't receive the money until long after, like 7 to 10 days afterwards.
I think so. For me, I sold on a Sunday. The Monday after was a holiday, so I couldn't ship them out. But I got paid for everything by the Monday after. So within a week, and there was a holiday, but I also had everything ready to go, and I shipped it the next day as soon as possible.
Right. Yes, I think
I wouldn't expect any less with from a person with that kind of mustache.
It was more or less I had time because I had the day off, and I also have a newborn, so I stay up just I need to keep myself occupied watching terrible movies. So like putting a slip on a Whatnot label is pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I think that there's certain things that do pretty well on there. The one thing that I noticed, that if there's a book that you want to sell, man, did they?
Are you gonna say your sponge yet, Austin?
If you do a buy it now, that's where I think you should put a book that you don't want to get undercut for. And hey, if it sells, it sold in that hour that you were doing your things. And if it didn't sell, well, you can put it on eBay if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know, and it depends on who you watch too, because it's a lot of fun just hanging out in these chats. It's just like hanging out here. You know, like, ComicManAndy, Skeff, Wink, Cole.
I forget who it was, but there was some dude that I was watching, and this was at like 2 a.m, and he's only selling like Turkish variants of Star Wars books. And I'm like, I have no clue what this is, but this is the coolest thing ever. And he's just talking about Star Wars the whole time as he's throwing down books that have Turkish words on them.
Yeah,
and no one will be able to read and to verify that. What was it? I was listening yesterday to some story about Cerebus and no, nothing. Bootleg versions of indie comics.
Like Dave Sims Cerebus?
Yeah. Yeah, Cerebus #1 basically got a bootleg run of 2,000 issues that are not printed by Sim. Someone got the brilliant idea of print it again.
Dang.
So speaking basically, of Turkish Star Wars.
Oh God, he bought it.
See, this is why you should never be up late.
Please make him big. I want to see it.
At least you're buying comics. You know what I mean? There was a time where I was, up at 2 o'clock morning and buying knives and stuff. Okay.
Well, that's valid too. Buying knives is preparing for the zombie apocalypse. It's okay.
Yeah, or like what I mean, there's a ton of weird stuff on there. The weirdest thing is if you get into the sports cards, like people are just paying money to have somebody else open a pack of cards for them.
Yeah, but the cool anticipation of seeing what you got, be like, yes.
Yeah, but you could open that pack of cards yourself.
True.
Yeah, but you need to buy it to open it yourself. So what about people like me that are in the ass of the world and have no interest in buying such an item, but I would like to see you open it and vicariously experience the pleasure of opening a new set of cards. It's like ASMR. And we go back to ASMR again, Daddy.
This guy, I give this guy a lot of guff, but he has comedic timing. This guy. So let me ask you, Ignacio. You say, what's the closest LCS to you? Is there one even in Argentina?
Yeah, dude, come on.
You say the ass. You say the ass of the world. I don't know. I just.
Well, I mean, very close to the South Pole, but not very close. But I'm, there are pretty much. Well, I live in a city that has 5 of them, and it's not a capital city. It's a very important city in the country. It's a very touristic city, and we have 5. But there was a time in which there was none, and then there was one for a very long time. And it was like the magnet for weirdos. And there I ended up.
You name the price.
Can I ask, did DJ Lynx put those LCSs in Argentina? Did he save them?
Could be. Could be.
He works in mysterious ways.
I mean, I have 5 comic shops, I think, in the city I'm in, and we're like the 50th biggest city in the United States per metro. So that's still pretty good.
Yeah. Well, even if you go to Buenos Aires, the capital city of the country, there's a couple of blocks, like a 7-block radius that you have, I don't know, 20 comic shops.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. And some places it's insane. Some places it's just a little shop with tons of books, and there is a full gallery of comics and collectibles and statues. So there's a wide variety.
My copy of Watchmen that I own, well, I have 2 copies because I technically bought one to give to somebody and I still haven't sent it to them. But the copy that I bought in Zurich. So, which was really weird. I should have probably bought more like I don't even know what. I don't know what language they speak in Zurich, but I should have gotten like comics in different languages while I was there. But I was like, why would I get a comic that I can't read? That seems stupid. As I now
Didn't
own 2
you
Turkish
just?
Star Wars comic books.
Yeah. There you go. Chewing on your own words.
And you know what, too? A lot of those artists are international artists, so you'll probably
Yeah.
find rare work of theirs there.
Well, yeah, I know that like Jacques, I think he's from the UK, so you can just buy like a lot of his store exclusives are going to be from like
UK
UK based
stores.
shops and stuff like that. So it's harder for an American person to get because you're paying international shipping now.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I think there is
No, wait. If you find the book on Book Depository, the shipping is free. If the book is there, if they have the book.
Wait, what is this?
Book Depository. I mean, they ship free to Argentina, so go figure.
Now Googling Book Depository.
Kyle wants to know how the translation can be a little bit misleading from foreign languages to English.
Well, I think I can only speak about Spanish or how English-speaking comics translate to Spanish. I mean, it depends. There was a time here in Argentina, speaking of English comic translated to Spanish, in which the dude, the editor, the owner of the publishing house, he had 4 or 5 books produced here in Argentina, and he bought the license to print. I don't remember which books he printed from Marvel or DC or Image. I don't recall because I didn't buy them, but I got to read them, and what I didn't like is that he translated the books to the Castilian, but the Castilian is the Spanish that we use in Argentina, but he used the lingo we use in Argentina. So it wasn't a neutral Spanish. It was a very local Spanish. And I didn't like it. I don't know why exactly. I prefer it to be neutral if it's not local. I mean, if you're going to show me, I mean, what can be, for example, X-Men. I was reading X-Men yesterday, and there's a dialogue between Destiny, Rogue, and Gambit, and those three characters have a very distinct accent. Rogue and Gambit. Oh, I lost audio. Or are you muted? No,
I think
Nick, are you muted?
That's through my microphone. Rogue is Southern. Gambit's Cajun.
Yeah.
What is
Rogue is from Mississippi, and Gambit is Cajun.
Mhm.
And Destiny is Rogue's mother. I don't know exactly where she's from, but she's Rogue's mom. And they have a different dialogue. So their eyes, their minds are written differently. And I like that because it's distinctive from their region. But if you translate that into Argentinian lingo, it sucks because they're not from Mataderos. They're not from, I don't know, Lomas de Zamora. And the same thing can happen when you translate a very local comic to a foreign market.
Yeah, and I've had this discussion with my wife. We're in Mexico, and she's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
I grew up. My father was Puerto Rican. I grew up learning Spanish from different people I don't say I know Spanish, but friends of mine are Peruvian, Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican, and I asked her what's the word for bus in her Spanish. Like for me, learning in school is guagua.
La guagua.
La guagua. And my wife said it's in Mexican, it means like a brush or something. They don't even use autobús. It's just how it's weird how one word can have several different meanings in different languages.
Yeah, we don't even use the bus. We use colectivo.
So
that is basically a collective means of transport, of public transport, and or we use the lingo word that is bondi.
Yeah. So
I thought Gambia was from wherever already characters are from. Oh, dude, relax with Gambit. Come on.
Yeah. You know what? And I thought I saw a picture the other day with
Isn't
Jim.
that Brooklyn?
Ooh, that's the Brooklyn way.
Take it easy there, Coley.
That was just a joke.
That may not be where I'm at, but that's where I'm from. You know what I mean? Yes, that's the word I learned. But I saw a picture with Jim Lee. He took a picture with who is this guy? Magic Mike, who was supposed to be
Jenny Tatum.
Yes, thank you.
Good. Thank you.
He was supposed to be that guy once upon a time. But
yeah.
I'll speak some French and say c'est la vie.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Top 3 voices. So let's shift gears real quick and we'll ask about the topic du jour this week. What time do you see Batman, Mr. Cole?
I'm going today in loosely 2.5 hours.
Ooh.
I took today off of work because a vendor had rented out 2 theaters. So you get to go, then they have they'll have drinks and a presentation first, and then you go in at like 4 and watch it till like 7. And it's nice for my mother-in-law because then by the time she's done babysitting, it's still like 8 o'clock when she goes home.
Good.
And yeah, but I also have to paint a room. That's why I'm also off. You can see my fingers. Well, maybe
take it easy.
There's some green on there. It's hard. I don't know. My son has a very weird green colored room now.
But did you finish the room already?
No.
Priorities. This fucking guy. All right, so for those who may not know,
Mark,
I'm sure that the book is somewhere around. Mark and I have this little
feud.
No, not a feud. Practical joke experiments ongoing. Where he'll send me one thing, I'll send it back. And his latest was
what kind of thing did he send you?
He sent me, and I'll see if I can bring it up here because it's in a mound of comic. It's in a pile of comics right now, and I don't.
Yeah, after you said mound, even pile sounds bad. So.
Yeah, I don't think that's a trap either way. So, he sent me that there's a. Ooh. Is that Mike Mayhew?
I don't know. This is one of the 616. I'm pretty sure that's his signature, right?
Yeah.
No, his is a little bit bigger. I'm not sure.
I don't know who this is then. I know that this one is the Tyler Kirkham one.
Those I don't mind. Yeah, that was nice.
I can ask you, maybe you know something I don't. What's with the When X cover?
X-Wens?
X-Wens, yeah.
What, somebody who's collecting them all. It's because there's the edge of they're making a Gwenverse comic. So as a promotional deal, they're just making Gwen all the X-Men characters because people love X-Men. Yeah, that was the big one this week. I liked the Rogue one a little bit better. Or Jubilee, sorry. The Rogue one was probably my favorite.
No, it wasn't Jubilee nor Rogue. It was
sorry. I meant to say Jubilee came out this week. That was my favorite of the ones that came this week. But the Rogue one is probably my favorite of all of them. It's for Hulk. She's like busting through some stuff. But I have purchased every single one of them because I am a failure to marketing, I guess.
No, I wouldn't say you're a failure.
Yeah, if anything, I proved marketing right. There's
Yeah.
some idiot that'll buy all these if we do them.
You're the bird.
That Nakayama cover was definitely a must get for me, and your daughter likes it, so you're gonna want to.
Yeah, I just figure it'll be cool. Like, hey, if she's ever like my friend actually, his name's Steve. He sent my daughter a little Spider Gwen. Like, I don't know if you go into like the toy section, like the real kid versions of the Marvel toys. They've got like bendy things, but he sent her that, and she's so pumped. She's like, "Can I bring it to school?" Well, you can't bring it to school, but you can play with it in the car on the way to school, and we can play with it when you come back.
Are we talking about the gentleman and scholar named Stephen Hayner?
Yes, Stephen Hayner. He sent that and a squishy Batman that was supposed to be for Dad, but Hazel decided to take it for herself. Dad, I don't have a squishy toy, so I need this squishy toy.
I mean, dude, she better start claiming things, because once Marshall starts claiming things, she's going to have a hard time.
So to be fair, I read most of those. Well, not most of them. I probably, if there's 15 of them, I probably read 5 of them, because it comes on Moon Knight. I definitely read Moon Knight. It comes on Hulk. I read Hulk. It comes on Thor. I read Thor. I've been pulling Black Panther, but I haven't read it yet. So technically I'd buy that one.
Yeah, I think I bought one copy.
She-Hulk. I think there was a She-Hulk one. And I've been reading. No, there hasn't been a
She-Hulk one. There's something I've been thinking about lately. And it's something that usually it piques my attention, because I don't usually hear any in the community, anyone speak about Mike Mignola.
I did the other day.
And you did the other day?
Yeah, you even mentioned, oh, that sounds like a sell for me. And then I never bought the book.
Yeah, when we were talking, I remember exactly what are you talking about, because I was going to talk about that book. Exactly.
Maybe?
Radio Spaceman.
Radio Spaceman, yeah. Which is a loose translation of astronaut.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just bringing it back to the translation issues that we were talking about earlier. Sorry.
Oh, did I ever finish that issue? Did I fill that hole?
Yeah, I was just about to say, Cole's just seamlessly working himself in. He sees a hole.
You're welcome, guys.
Airtight.
I just can't wait till the next time you have like a real guest on. I just show up and I'm like, hey, what did you guys think about socks? And then
no, Cole, I must say that if you start showing up, maybe you show up next week. We're gonna make the show 3 Nerd Dads, and I'm going to put your face in the thumbnail, and you have to be there.
The best would be that I'll just be screaming in my car, because now that I'm back to work normally on Thursdays, I'll just be like yelling into a phone, like, can you guys hear me?
Hey, so
let me go on a rant about my political situation right now.
Hey, listen, we can discuss as usual. The weekly space racism has to wait till the end of the show.
Yeah. So Radio Spaceman is a comic book. It doesn't have racism, or maybe it has. I didn't analyze it that way. But it's Mike Mignola that wrote it, and an artist that I don't really like named Greg Hinkle did the art. And it's in 2 issues. So it's this number 1, number 2, and it ends. It's one of those silly pulp stories that Mignola does with, it's a pulp book, basically. So if you like Mignola's take on the Amazing Screw-On Head, or maybe Lobster Johnson, or maybe even Hellboy, at the beginning of Hellboy, you might enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. I read it because of Greg Hinkle. I really like his art. There you go.
Which is almost similar to like Mike Mignola a little bit. I mean, Mignola's this is a little bit more cartoony, realistic than his, but
this automatically invokes who drew League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Oh, I never remember his name, sadly. But we have Google.
The Google tells me it's Kevin O'Neill.
There you go.
Be confused with his sister April, also reporter.
Turtle stuff around. So yeah, that I knew was a turtle reference.
So if you like those kind of stories, check it out.
I probably wound up going this week though. I don't know what was going on this week. It was a huge week for me. Like I had like
Oh.
5 Marvel books, which is insane.
Hey, did you pick up Strange?
Yeah, I got.
Oh, we have
copies.
a new Sorcerer Supreme, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I got it, and I figure I'll give it a shot. And man, that Art Germ cover, I love Art Germ. I'm still like, you know, like I know that like there's people that are better than Art Germ now because Art Germ's like so like 4 or 5 years ago, but Art Germ on a cover, I still think is solid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Paul?
People are always like, oh, now there's like that. Who's the dude that does all the Harley Quinn covers variants?
I don't know. Riley Rosmo?
Adam
No,
Hughes?
no. He seems a lot like
Nathan Zerdy?
that sounds like it could be right.
There was this one too. I can't resist Scotty these days. But this was actually very good.
Oh, I know. Well, you're talking about like a
Derek
mode,
Chu.
Derek Chu. Mm-hmm. Oh,
like
yeah,
a fad.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I still think Art Germ is probably one of the best cover artists.
Yeah, it's like saying, I mean, it's not the same. They are not the same level of, but you could say so. I mean, they're both popular and they're both great at what they do. Alex Ross,
yeah,
will never go out of how do you say? I'm trying to find a word that goes in the place of fashion here. Style. Thank you. Thank you for helping me find my way and not become lost in translation.
Listen, again, I see the way you tied it together there. Appreciate it. Cole just filling holes like a daddy today. Hey, you know, Josh Middleton also does those covers that are pretty photorealistic. Same thing.
Oh yeah. He does a lot of those Batgirl ones.
Oh. Hey, so I wanted to ask you while we're discussing about putting Cole's face, and then we got into the discussion. Why are the faces blue today for this thumbnail?
Because I went with a Thanos team.
Ah, perfectly balanced. Okay.
Perfectly balanced, like all things should be. So I threw there a little blue hue, purple, whatever.
Right.
I didn't want to go to purple because it clashed a little bit with the yellow background.
Yeah. And if we didn't have this, you would have saw the ballsack chin.
Yeah. I almost did it in the beards, but I said, nah, why? Why would I? Thanos was right. Well, maybe we should talk about it.
Is that a hole that needs to be filled?
I don't know. What do you think?
Probably not.
Is the urinal right? Because that's what the urinal says. It's a urinal quote from.
Right. It was also
the MCU.
Coffee mug quote, wasn't it? T-shirt.
Oh, I don't know. I'm out of the loop with the Marvel, with the MCU content. Really out of the loop.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue that he was right and just went about his resolution in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would make Nick so happy, but Nick is probably still mad at you for destroying that something is killing the children.
Smoke and mirrors.
Another Nick, not you, Nick.
Yeah, I remember that conversation in the Discord.
You missed it. Dustin Nguyen was a Golden Burrito Award-winning artist this year.
For which
I won a Golden Burrito too.
He does like Ascender, Descender. He's on Robin and Batman.
And now is on Little Monsters.
Little Monsters, yeah. He does a lot with Jeff Lemire. He does very watercolory stuff, but his style is very unique and I mean pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what he did in the 90s.
He did The Authority too.
Yeah, that might have been what's it.
Wait, he did the Batman and the Authority, or
no, he did The Authority only.
There's also Dustin Nguyen, who was like a actor, I think.
The actor, yeah.
Yeah, from 21 Jump Street.
Oh, he also did that Batman and Robin cover for the first issue, right? For the Lemire series, didn't he?
Yeah, he was the artist on the Robin and Batman.
Yeah.
Like he did Internals too. So
Yeah, and they look awesome. What
Yo,
what what I heard about Little Monster is that they are all vampires. They are all vampires. I thought they were all, I mean, little different monsters,
oh, interesting.
but
I
no.
don't even read synopsis 90% of the time, but if Jeff Lemire's name's on it, I just get it. He's just upset because Maniac New York didn't win, and like, I mean, to be fair, you're talking to another one of the three of us is a Golden Burrito Award winner.
Yeah, I am. But I pay no mind to what DJ Link say in the chat unless I'm in the chat and I can pile on.
You can also yell back at him, flat back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a clear disadvantage here. I have the camera on me and he's in the chat. If Nick doesn't highlight his comments, he's mute. So I don't like to pile onto that.
Okay.
I think the one thing people don't understand is when you have three people doing an award thing, you mostly just are picking the best thing that the three of you like the most.
Listen. Idea.
So like,
maybe I'm just giving it away, but we have Brian does the comic community, the comic book community awards.
You mean the Reggie Click Awards?
Well,
Reggie collects awards.
Apparently, you cannot win 2 years in a row, or maybe rules are going to change. I don't know. I don't really know the inner workings of those of that award show. I could ask Brian if you wanna. We can interview him about it. But maybe what
if Cole ever goes away, if Cole ever goes away, we can have him on.
No. To be perfectly balanced, we need another one to be 4.
Technically, a book that he wrote is a winner. He's not personally a winner.
I'm glad we can give you a platform to defend yourself, Cole.
I mean, there's really no defense. If you're getting butthurt about 3 dudes talking into some microphones about comics that they thought were the best of the year, you've probably got some time that you could spend doing something different. Like literally, you could just read another comic book. Like that's it.
Poser was so mad about.
Yeah, he was, and it was just like, and it was so weird. Like, dude, I get it, but like, also like.
Oh, it was so funny.
That's the thing too. The crazy thing is that if we all read like a book, if 3 people read a book and 2 people read a book and love that book, but there's a book that 3 people read, well, that book that 2 people loved doesn't get a vote because other people do it. And like, yeah, I don't know. Recount.
Another good book.
I am not a crook.
So, what I was going to, what if, as a community, we vote for the comic and we give awards to comic series of the year, like the Burrito Awards, but done by the community, so the whole community comes together and votes, and not and we don't pile on the Burrito Boys.
No, I think you're always going to have people who pile on no matter what the format is.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
I mean, people are just going to hate about stuff because that's what people do.
Yeah, it's engaging.
I mean, there are people that didn't like the movie Lawnmower Man, and that is a modern classic.
Modern classic?
What was his
name?
Pierce Brosnan's in it.
Jeff,
yeah, modern?
I mean, well, modern comics are from the 90s, so that still counts.
Yeah, you're right.
Talking about
you're
movies.
right. Yeah, you're right.
I assume so many people hated the movie Lawnmower Man. That's the only reason why I said it. But it's loosely the same plot as Age of Ultron, just with Pierce Brosnan.
There wasn't. What was that name? Jeff. What's his face?
No.
I saw that movie in theaters, by the way.
I think. Jeff Fahey.
Yep. Let's ask God, or you're gonna bing it.
Jeff Fahey. Yep, he was the Lawnmower Man.
Did you Google that, Cole, or you knew it?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Okay.
I knew that Pierce Brosnan was in it just because he's handsome.
He was.
Okay.
Is he your Bond?
I do. I mean, I would probably say Daniel Craig is my Bond, but I don't actually, or maybe Sean Connery, but I don't know if I've actually seen any Bond movie all the way through.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
But if there's a streaming service that has all of them, and there's one you think that I should definitively watch, maybe I'll do that just for you.
It's tough. There's like 28 of them, I think. I think Kyle from Mrs. Time Travel was in that movie too.
Oh yeah,
he was just cut from the movie, I think.
Oh, that's interesting.
1992.
That's his whole shtick, right? He goes, he auditions, he gets the role, and he then goes, acts in the movie, and then gets cut.
He'll film the scene, and then he'll just get put on the cutting floor.
I'll do that for you.
Oh, that's right. Cole's got a wrench now.
Yeah, they call me Daddy Wrench.
Daddy Wrench.
Not for that reason. It's literally for the blue icon.
Did anyone link Marcus' channel for
I'm
Kyle?
doing it slowly. I just have to find it. The one thing I will say is that it's a harder to search channel, and I would recommend that if you want people to be able to easily link your stuff, start your channel name with an A, a B, or a C, because then you'll be in the top rows.
So, as a moderator, Cole, you can
click in the
channel. Yeah, you can go to his channel from that. Yeah,
I just did it. I just was trying to find it, and I tried to search it in YouTube, and I couldn't. Oh, I guess I could technically just have clicked on his face.
Exactly.
Wait, can you do that?
It work? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I
now
definitely
that you're
could do that,
you
but
can.
I'm not as smart as you think I am.
Okay, you're new to a wrench. That's okay.
Oh, dude, why you gotta be like that? I mean, to be fair, DJ Link or Mark could have, but they're both still upset about the Golden Burrito Awards and Gambit, apparently.
Oh yeah.
One true wrench to rule them all.
Are we looking forward to that Amazon series? Not
I am. I'm a fantasy fan, and I'm a Silmarillion fan. About the Tolkien book I read the most in my life, as crazy as it sounds, is not the trilogy of the Ring nor the Hobbit. It's the Silmarillion. The Silmarillion is basically a tome with lore and history of the world, basically like a Bible, with the history of the Middle Earth since the creation of Middle Earth and and life on Middle Earth until the extinction of magical races on Middle Earth, and only humans remain, I think. So I really want to see what they do with that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's later this year it comes out, so we'll see.
I still haven't seen all the movies.
Really? Did you see at least the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I saw the first two for sure.
And you didn't see the third one.
I saw the Hobbit animated movie.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. The Lord of the Rings animated movie. Did you saw that one? The Ralph Bakshi one.
The Hobbit one, like from the 80s, maybe. I don't know. I just remember staying home sick from work and or sick from school.
Sick from work, child labor.
I don't know why, but I randomly thought about this. When I was like 16, I had a job as a dishwasher, and I was sick on New Year's Day, and I was like scared to call in sick, so my mom called in sick for me. And I thought about that in the shower and how weird that must have been for a manager when a 16-year-old's mom called in sick for him.
Talk about a lasting impression.
But that's literally a thing that happened in my life 20 years ago that I just thought about while cleaning my kneecaps.
Well, that's a natural progression. So
I don't really know what the series is going to be based on. If they don't have the right to the Silmarillion, well, maybe they have another manuscript. Tolkien was a machine, and his son basically published everything, because those books that you see published about Tolkien and his books of Middle Earth and such are not exactly what he wanted to publish. Are basically what his notes while he was writing.
Mm.
So, and his son put it all together and published it.
Yeah, I think it's based on the stories about how the rings were created and what they were being used for in the beginning, leading up to
Well,
it.
it could be, but that's the thing. Well, I guess even if they don't have the right to the Silmarillion, they can do that because those stories are in other books. Because the Silmarillion covers basically everything, but in small doses. Hey, Chris. So I really want to see it, but I don't know when I will be able to see it. I'm still trying to find some time to watch any content besides my screen while I work. I want to binge The Legend of Vox Machina. I want to binge Arcane. Those two are first on my list. Then I will probably see. I don't know.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, no. Not even the
Dude, but
Mandalorian. I didn't even see Mandalorian season
oh,
2.
okay, yeah, you should probably watch that
Yeah,
before you watch
watch
Boba Fett
watch
for
that
sure.
one. And it kind of sucks waking up these mornings now and not having anything to watch.
Yeah, or like for
That
me, like I'd watch them at like midnight, and now I just don't have that.
You got to stay awake.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Ordering Turkish comic books about what
yeah.
you might have been watching.
yeah.
Thanks, Peacemaker.
Well, soon we only got to wait, I think 3 or 4 more weeks for Moon Knight. I mean, I was into it, so
Moon Knight. I hope Moon Knight introduces the supernatural part of the Marvel universe, and then we
Isn't that
have Moon Knight, Blade, Ghost Rider, Werewolf by Night. The vampire werewolf thing I really like.
yeah, you just wanted to lead up to Madeline Pryor and Inferno on the big screen. That's what you want.
I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about it, but maybe I will. I mean, I want to see new X-Men content, so I'm glad. Well, nice. Well, that could be good also, Mark. So bring it on. I mean, it's fantasy, even if it's not uh, canon with whatever Tolkien nerd says. I don't care. Good fantasy is good fantasy.
Hmm. Yeah, but you kind of have that preconceived notion that you want it to live up to, especially if it's something that you've read and enjoyed your whole life. So
I'm usually just
I don't
happy
know,
it's
man.
there.
Yeah, I'm with Cole here because I mean, if I don't enjoy it, I will not enjoy it, even if it is faithful to the book, you know. And if I enjoy it, I don't care if it's faithful to the book. For me, and it might be a hot take, but for me, the Lord of the Rings movies are better than the books because they're easier to consume, to understand. They're more entertaining. The books are heavy. They
They're so
require
dense.
a lot from you. Every book takes to read in average like 30 hours.
yeah, but that's actually 4 or 5 hours of that is one of the movies. If you watch the
But
extended editions.
yeah, but I mean,
But still,
I don't
like
know.
I know what you're saying. Like I tried reading the Lord of the Rings books when I was like a very heavy like novel reader, and I was just like, this is too dense. I'm out. See ya. Just because it's
Yeah,
like
it's too
every night
much.
because I'd read before I went to bed, and every night I'd fall asleep like half a page in because it's like I don't care how bushy that tree is. I don't need to know that. If you just tell me it's a tree and that it's green and that it's like plump, I now know.
That's it. I understand it. Let me imagine the tree. Thank you, JRR.
No, but see, I enjoyed the book so much that I breezed through it. I think it was like within a week, and that's a
Yeah,
couple hours a day. But I miss certain aspects of the book that I wish were in the movie. Like what was his
like
name?
what? Tom Bombadil?
Tom Bombadil. Yep.
You don't even remember his name, motherfucker.
Listen, that's because I'm almost half a century old.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm lucky I can't remember. I knew his name was. I thought it was Tom Bombastic for something. But you knew who I was talking
Mr.
about,
Bombastic.
though. You knew who I was talking
Really
about.
fantastic.
And then the whole thing with the trees.
Romantic.
Man, if you guys can get Shaggy as your next guest,
that would be great because it was him.
New thing.
Honestly, it was him.
I'm gonna start I'm gonna start using Twitter heavy to just see if I can get Shaggy to come on your show. Hey, Shaggy, I'm not even sure if you like comics, but there's two dudes. Would you like to fill holes with them?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Come and talk. Come on my show and let's discuss space racism.
Oh, that would be good.
The hot button topic of the week.
What were we talking about, Tom Bombadil?
We were still talking about translation between modern comics to Spanish and then back to modern comics again.
Hey, well, to be honest, I mean, I am a guy who's born in the 70s, so bushes were in style.
Yeah.
So
big bushes. Z-bush.
Bushes that pop out of everywhere. That's the thing for me.
Father and son bushes.
Father and son bushes.
Hey, Joe.
All right, so what are we looking forward to for the week, guys? Anything that pops out other than
the Batman?
Yep. I am.
I'm thinking about going to the movies for the first time in years just because of Batman. I haven't been to the movies to a movie theater in. I think the last movie I went to see to a movie theater was the remake of Breakpoint, the remake of the Keanu Patrick Swayze movie.
Jesus, Maria. That's a long time.
There was a remake of that one in the 16, 17? No, I saw a Marvel movie last. Well, I don't remember which one with my wife.
Spider-Man?
No Spidey. It was an Avengers
Ragnarok?
one. No, previous one.
That was either Endgames,
Infinity
or
Infinity
Wars.
Age
of Ultron?
Could be Age of
Captain
Ultron
America
or Infinity
3?
War. Could be Infinity War. No, probably Age of Ultron.
Who's got the Ducatis going on outside?
Me. Those are my Ducatis. I'm driving them.
Okay.
This is a green screen.
You're going full speed.
Somehow I hooked my.
What about you guys? Besides Batman?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I have tomorrow off.
Wow,
I'm gonna paint a room still.
Still paint a room.
Well, but you paint the room in like what? A couple of hours at most.
So the hard thing is I have a Cape Cod house. So there's these like walls like this. And since my daughter was already in that room, we have a crib. I have to paint like a nook, move the crib into the nook so I can paint the underwalls. So it's just kind of like you cut in, you paint, you let it dry. You got to cut in, paint, let it dry, then move the stuff so you can go to the other area, cut in, paint. I know.
Oh, God.
I also hate painting.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Not fun.
No. I want to be at the level of having money enough to pay people to mow my lawn, paint my house, cook for me. I would like to use a new pair of socks every day. That would be my biggest indulge. Yeah, it's crazy, but it would be awesome.
Never wear the same pair twice, you mean?
Never.
I feel like you need to wear socks like 2 times. I think the 3rd time you wear them is like the perfect time.
Well, maybe not the same pair of socks, a different pair of socks every day, but never use them more than once. I mean, I use them one day, the other day, then they're gone.
So you want to pay
I wash them and
wear your socks, and then you wear them on the 3rd.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross.
I bought all new undershirts.
And the shipping cost. It's
See,
insane.
that's one thing that grosses me out. Like, as big as I am into sneakers, I can never wear somebody else's shoes ever.
What if like what if you had an opportunity to try on one of Babe Ruth's shoes? You wouldn't put that on your foot?
No, I just have a hang up about feeling where somebody else's toes have been for a long time. Because, inside the sock liners, you always have, the imprint. So it feels kind of off. So,
What if they were open toe sandals?
That's why there's a
Worn by
saying,
Babe Ruth.
definitely not.
try walking in my shoes, because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Now I want to go listen to that Depeche Mode song.
Okay, what if like Anthony Hardaway just randomly was like, "Hey, I'll give you $100 if you put on my shoe,"
No,
and then Little Penny came out and started dancing?
Dude, the other day I was just watching, totally non sequitur, but I was watching YMH, Your Mom's House podcast, and
Your mom's fucking house.
and there was a video of a dude parking his car and recording and asking a girl, a woman, to take off her socks and sell it to him. And she says yes, and he gives her $20. She takes off her socks, gives it to the dude. The dude goes off. And what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah, well, you know what, too? There's a weird thing. Like, I'll be on these streams on YouTube every now and again. There's just this weird guy who always asks about hands play or show me your tootsies. It's just so weird.
All right.
So
On
weird to
that
have
note,
that.
I have to go eat lunch, but it was fun to come on here and sidebar you guys into the worst conversations you've probably had all week. So you're welcome for that.
Yeah.
And I'm
Bye.
gonna go eat lunch. Thanks.
Go
Bye.
paint something. Bye.
Appreciate you coming on late and leaving early, Curl. I called him Curl.
Curl. Bye, Curl. Oh, God.
All right, so since our guest just abruptly left, let's just figure out what we've gotten going on for the week, and we'll go have lunch.
Okay, let's go. What do you have going on this week?
I'm playing Daddy Daycare this week. My mother-in-law is sick, and she lives about 3 hours away, so my wife is going there. So that means I'll have Batman tonight for self because I can't wait.
What about the kids?
The kids, he'll be going to like a little play thing tomorrow night. We're going to see Batman again on Saturday.
Good.
Boy Scout stuff, church stuff, and then the whole work week starts again. So pretty nondescript. How about you?
Yeah, it works that way. Well, thankfully, we are getting some help here in the house to take care of the baby during the day. So while my wife works, now I get to work too. So I'm catching up on commissions and work, which is amazing because I finished 2 commissions in this yesterday. I finished 2 commissions, finished a page. It was one of the most productive days I had in, I don't know, months, which is crazy. And I got to go to bed at 3 in the morning, which is early for me lately. So so I'm looking forward to keep working and getting some more rest. Oh, speaking of Tootsies.
Yeah, you get to see
Yeah,
live.
you get live just as we are saying goodbye. Oh, by the way, I did a Kickstarter campaign for a fantasy anthology, and it ended fantastically. We got to almost 400% funded, which is awesome. We are thinking about maybe making it a quarterly publication, and we are probably going to open submissions on March or April, but people is already contacting me to be in the 2nd or 3rd or 4th issue because we have a lot of people wanting to be on the anthology, luckily. Nice. And I even got contacted by a writer that has under his belt 3 official Conan books. So that's going to be part of the next anthology or the following, probably.
You know,
Oh, nice.
I can't wait for the day you say that I'm too busy to do your show, Nick, but I'll remember these moments.
I need this show, Nick. I need our time together because it helps me unwind. My wife tells me every time, dude, you finish that show and you're in a good mood.
How could
And
you
that's
not?
right. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you like the feeling of work getting done, and just
And
the
feeling
fact that,
holes.
right, if you know you're filling somebody else's holes, there's a release there. You know, the
Yeah.
rage of endorphins, and but just like that, on the opposite, when you start to hear, then you know it's time for us to come together again.
Exactly. But that is going to have to wait till next week because this week holes have been filled enough.
You heard it from the man himself. Celebrating
The
our
other
1 month
man.
anniversary today. Appreciate you guys. The chat, as
Thanks
always.
everyone who has been there. Thanks if you watch on the rewind.
Even if you're here for just a minute, like Tyler, we appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. We love you all, and
Is it Thursday yet?
you're tight. You're tight now. Wait for the next one. Outro, and we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Bye-bye.
Fuck, you guys already saw it? Let me see it. Oh! Shit! Oh! Y'all see that?
So, Tyler, do you want to build a snowman to blow away all night? It doesn't have to be a snowman. It can be me.
I'll be clipping that too.